morning, guys. So yesterday we had a little arm wrestling practice session. It was quite fun, but obviously today the situation is broken. So what we're going to do is focus on a few rehab training sessions, just something light, just to get the blood flowing again and remove most of those lactic acid causing all the pain. So first off, you'll see I'm wearing long sleeves. Now the reason for that is to make sure my arm stays warm directly after practice. It's really important to keep your arms warm, keep the blood flowing, especially out and not in constantly. With arm wrestling, you pump a whole lot of blood into your arms, and it's really important to get most of those blood out with the lactic acid that's kind of stuck all over the place now. So wearing warm sleeves, that kind of just helps a tad bit to do that. So as you'll see, we have a whole lot of toys lying around here. We're not going to start with the big ones, so we'll start off with something lighter, something like a resistance band. It's a really good start. So what we're going to do, remember the pain feeling situation? Yeah, now we're going to start focusing on that. So the thing is, I usually control people with my hands, so it's a lot of hand motion movement that I need to do when I arm wrestle. With that, these tendons kind of get a bit tender from time to time. So what I like to do is just kind of warm those guys up a tad bit. So you basically just contract it a tad bit. Not a whole lot of pressure that you apply to it. It's basically just pumping blood through there. It's just to stretch it out a tad bit. Get most of those lactic acid and inflammational situations out. It's really good. Then turn it around as well. Do the opposite side. So it's basically just the reverse of what we just did. And then obviously just do it on the other side the exact same. Once you're done with that, come back to the first side. What we're going to do is just pull it down for 5 seconds and then pull it up as far as we can. Keep it there as well for 5 seconds. So try and make it like contract as hard as you can. Okay, so next up, I'm going to start doing the pronation and supination situation. So again, apply pressure, not too much, and then just keep turning your hand in. So apply the pressure, keep turning it inwards. Real easy, real simple. Then you can do it the other way around as well. So wrap it around your thumb and just pull it back. Real easy. So the rep situation, there's not a 10 set 5 rep situation running here. It's nothing serious. Just do it until you start feeling the burn situation happening. Then you're good. You don't want to overtrain it. You literally just want to pump some blood into there. Get most of the lactic acid out. That's it. Next up, just do these rising situation. So mostly on the fingertips, just to get a nice rise. Just to help out with most of these. And the reverse of that as well, just pressing it down. Just to help stretch out most of these guys. Okay, good start. So next up, I'm going to grab the ball, or any towel will be fine. You can also grab the stretching band, just fold it up real nice, put it in your arm. Just apply constant pressure, so you just squeeze it real tight, then let loose. Squeeze real tight, let loose.
You know, I have been working out. I've been doing my bum busters every day. I squeeze really tight, and then I let loose. I squeeze really tight, and then let loose. Woo.
Works nice with the ball as well. Just get the squeeze in. So you just squeeze it real tight, let loose. Difference with each finger, so grab 2 fingers, try and squeeze those guys. And then you just take two different fingers, try and squeeze those guys as well. And you can also do the thumb. So you just keep constant pressure on all those fingers for about 5 seconds and let loose. Easy, right? So the reason why we use the ball is so that we can pump some blood in, get some of those lactic acid out. Good thing as well, you can pump it in and then just leave your arm up for like 5 seconds to pump most of those lactic acid out, most of those blood out, just help circulation a tad bit. Same thing, press it down for like 5 seconds, hold your hand up just to get most of the lactic acid out. Okay, what we're going to do next is take really light weights. These are like 2.5 kilos, so they're really light. Just get yourself a nice belt. You can use your girlfriend's if you won't mind. What you're going to do, so we're just going to start curling similar to what we did during practice. So like a nice supinated curl, and you can just turn it around as well. Supinated and pronated curls really good. Helps to get most of those lactic acid up. If you have bicep issues, you can also do a few for your bicep just to get the lactic acid out of that as well. Just a few different exercises you can do to help out with most of the lactic acid. Just do that till your arm feels a bit warm, and it'll help you out a lot. Okay, so once you have a bit of blood flowing, you've done most of the exercises just to warm it up a bit. We're going to stretch out the range of motion a bit more in our arms. So what we're going to do is just help with most of the joint pains that you get in the hands and wrist. So just do these. Don't apply a lot of pressure on it. Might be a bit tight. So you just ease into it. Switch the hand position. And then you just roll it out a tad bit. Okay, and then lastly, what we're going to do with this exercise is just face your hands with your palm up. And this one is a real killer. So just try and stretch it out as far as you can. Just keep stretching it out. Try and keep your arm straight. Obviously it's going to be a bit of a hassle. And then just shake it loose in the end. Okay, so in the end, what we're going to do, just get yourself one of these. I'm pretty sure your wife has one of them stuck somewhere in the kitchen in one of those cupboards. Yeah, go grab it, she won't mind. If you don't have one of these, just grab yourself some, maybe like a foam roller. You can get one of those in any fitness shop, it'll be fine. So I like this one because it's a bit hard, so you can kind of work it a bit better. So what I like to do is, in the beginning I said you should draw lines where the most pains are with the twisting situation, so you can see where we need to work next. So this part of mine is quite emotional. So what I'm going to do is just work from the top part down as far as you can possibly go, and then try and push out all those lactic acid and blood and just pains basically. So you just kind of roll everything out from the top towards the heart, so everything kind of away from the fingers. And if you have a different spot that pains, you can just twist the arm, put that specific spot on the roller, and you kind of just roll it out. This can be real painful, so start off really light, so you kind of just get the feel for it before taking it on. And if you have a friend that can help you out, you guys can kind of get the idea of where we're going with this. So you kind of just roll all those muscles that's a tad bit stiff, and you kind of just roll it out. This is basically my main tool for dealing with lactic acid and sore arms. If you don't have one, you should probably get yourself one of these.